Yo, 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 this is Dorky Diggity Dave, and today we are talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 129, Ultra Instinct Mastered. Wait, hold on. I need to change my hat. This is the wrong color hat for something as good as Ultra Instinct Mastered. Hold on. There, now I feel a lot more glowy and a lot more powerful. Let's go ahead and get into this. Welcome back, guys. This is something a little bit different. Normally I do movie reviews, but I've always watched Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all that good stuff, and I always wanted to make a review on it even when Super came out, and then I decided like, well, maybe I won't because it's ending very, very soon, so maybe not get into it, but I'm sorry. This was way too hype of an episode for me to not do a review. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it now because I'm obviously going to talk about spoilers. This is not a spoiler-free anything. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I've never really seen a saga where there's been so many limits surpassed in one particular a fight or tournament or saga or whatever it is. Everyone else is always just kind of like surpassed like one thing, maybe two over an arc, and then that was about it. And then they just like won. But this is like constant transformation, surpassing, pushing beyond limits, and still not being enough. It is not enough. Jiren is a straight powerhouse, shutting everything down, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. Now, even before all of this kind of came into play, you had Android 17, who was kind of like the MVP. He's really like the only one who actually damaged Jiren before anyone else did, and that was actually amazing. And the whole sacrifice thing that he did was off the chain. That was from previous episodes to bring us where we are here in episode 129. We were left with bated breath at the end of 128. You saw Goku kind of get into the zone. He actually hurt Jiren with a single punch, and you're just like, bro. And then 2 weeks, you made what, 2 weeks to make us wait to get to this episode. And so it's here. He's got Ultra Instinct, and it looks like he has a real good handle on it. Now, what I think the writers do really well in this particular episode specifically is the side banter, the things that are going on outside of the fight itself, the way that they describe everything that's going on, what's happening with Goku. Oh, he's not hitting hard enough. He can't do any damage. He has the defensive part, but that's not gonna last very long. He's got to do something. And it really pulls you into the story. There was a lot of things that I liked about this particular episode. It not only was the story well written, but the editing was done real well, as well as the animation. The animation was some pretty fantastic stuff. Good quality on the drawings themselves, awesome quality on the special effects, and they really kind of honed in on the power that these two have at this point. There's just like deafening silences for like a split second before like the impact hits of whatever it is that they're doing. They are, you know, you'll have Goku come in and do a straight roundhouse, and there's like a second delay just to let you know, like, hey, this is kind of like the breaking the sound barrier, and then like, bah, and then it's just, it's amazing to watch. It really is. I think I'm on like the third time watching. I need to watch it some more. At this point, no matter how high Goku tunes it up and how hard he turns it up, Jiren is just right there like, okay, and then he just like, brah, yeah. Very cool. Now there is one thing I was disappointed with the way that Vegeta was taken out of the tournament. Like, I understand he pushed his all, he pulled every last bit of energy to try to defeat Jiren, and he did it. He sacrificed for Goku so he can see what's going on, so he can get the rest that he needed. And I mean, we all know, I mean, it's not the Vegeta show, but Vegeta is by far the most interesting character in Dragon Ball Super, my opinion only. Maybe others, but it's my opinion, because he's really just developed so well all the way to this end point, and it shines very true in this episode. Again, I was disappointed with the way he was kicked out. I do understand what they were doing, but right here, he shows why he's the man. He's right there in the sidelines, just showing up everybody, letting everybody know, like, hey, look, you guys need to quiet down over there, because if you haven't noticed, I'm sorry, if you haven't noticed, do you know what a Saiyan is? Have you seen a Saiyan? Have you been watching? We've been killing this thing, surpassing every single limit we need to pass in order to get to where we are. And you think for a minute that Goku can't finish up that Ultra Instinct? You just said it's incomplete. That's what we do, baby. We're Saiyans. We complete things. He shut everybody down. And then after he shuts everybody down, he looks at Goku and he's like, hey, Kakaroto. And he gives it to him like, yo, bro, don't make me regret giving you that power. Do not make me regret all the things that I've put into you. I have given you my pride. I've given you my energy, my power. Your loss is unacceptable, bro. And you know what? That whole speech, that whole scene, that whole thing was actually very moving in terms of, like, if you're a Vegeta fan and you're just kind of like a fan of story and development overall, he's actually got pride in Goku. Instead of being jealous of Goku, it's completely different. And you can even see him smile about it. He's like almost looking down on him like, well, I am so proud of this guy right now, just watching it. And that's actually pretty awesome to watch from a Vegeta standpoint. So of course, Goku kicks it up a notch, he brings the pain, and then Jiren just kind of throws down this barrage of punches because Vegeta got into their head. He's basically like, yo, Jiren, finish this up, get this done, kick Goku out of there, get him out of here. And he goes for it, and Goku shuts it down, and he's figuring out how to bring the offensive into his Ultra Instinct, and he's doing it. And you know what? That whole scene where he's just kind of down like this, and he's trying to figure out, you know, he's blocking all the punches. And I actually really like that part of the animation, how they're just kind of standing still, but they're not. They're just moving so fast, it looks like they're still. Yeah, anyway, so he's there, he's down, and he's blocking all the punches, and he's figuring out, he starts to ball up his fist. You see his fist, he's just like, shh. If you've seen Back to the Future, which I hope you have, I mean, if you haven't, that's a tragedy in itself, it really reminded me of the scene where George McFly punches out Biff. He's just like, he's got him down on the ground, he's got his arm behind him, he's laughing at him, and he's already pushed his chick off to the side, and then you see him ball up his fist, and then he's just like, pah! Same thing. It felt the same. It's just that, I guess, yeah, it felt the same. It felt the same. Absolutely fantastic. Once he actually delivers the blow to Jiren, he's back on the stage, but he's back on the stage in this whole different glow. He takes Jiren's absolute, just like, unstoppable power, and he just like puts it on his finger like, nah, bro, get that out of here. And then he ridicules him in the same way that he was ridiculed in the first battle, which was a really nice turnaround, I thought the writers added in there. And that is just it was a masterpiece of an episode. I'm sorry, it was an absolute masterpiece of an episode. And I finally am able to see the full Ultra Instinct. After Vegeta gives his whole speech, then you start seeing the crowd worry. They're like, oh man, like, Goku can't handle it. He can't handle it. He's only able to do the defense. He can't do the offense. What if he can't? He doesn't have enough time to use instant transmission. What's he gonna do? And then at that point, this is what feeds into the engagement of what's going on and the investment in what's going on with Goku. Can he do it? Can he not? And even though you know that he can, it's Beerus who comes in and just tells everybody, hey, shut up and watch. And I love that scene, just shut up and watch. He was super calm. He knew what was happening. Whis knew what was going on. Whis was just like, bro, I feel it. And he was so excited about it, but he was excited and proud. This was actually a pretty emotional episode. I mean, I'm not like moved to tears, maybe, well, more moved to tears than I was about Princess Leia getting force powers or something, but that's a whole different thing. Doesn't matter. But yes, very much moving, very awesome episode. And if there is one thing about this whole thing with Jiren and Goku, they've really turned things around in the way that no matter what they do, he's able to overcome it. But I think it's coming to a head at this point. He comes in, he's got the glow, he's got that glow, and it looked fantastic. Just the sheer power of the movements, like within like a split second, he hit Jiren like a million times, and that's just amazing to see. Then you see the godness just kind of like wipe off as he comes out of the cocoon, and he is mastered Ultra Instinct. Anyway, guys, a very, very, very exciting episode. What did you think? Do you watch Dragon Ball Super? I mean, I guess you do if you are watching this, but some of my other audience doesn't watch it, but I had to make a review about it. So let me know what you thought. That's all I got. Once again, this is Dorky Diggity Dave. You just watched my review for Dragon Ball Super 129. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I can't imagine if you did. But if you did love it, what did you love about it? What was your favorite part? What do you see happening in the next episode? And what do you guys think about Frieza? Frieza is nowhere to be found anywhere. Frieza. Frieza. It's gonna do something. We all know it. Anyway, if you liked the video, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share with your friends, share with your mama. All that stuff helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.